While the results of the guide may vary, these recurring jokes never fail to bring in some laughs. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide running gags. For this list, we're looking at some of the funniest character quirks, catchphrases, and just overall best recurring jokes that keep popping up around James K. Polk Middle School. If you've never chuckled at these gags before, there may be spoilers mixed into the laughter.
Well, I better get back to planning my trip. Bye, boys!
Number 10, you're fired.
No more fuzz, butthead, or you're fired. Forever.
While he's mostly a walking Miami Vice spoof, Vice Principal Krubbs is still a man who demands respect, and if you don't give it to him, you're fired. Every now and then, Krubbs uses these two little words as a warning to keep others in line, whether they're his fellow staff members or even the students.
Are you having trouble getting their attention?
No. In fact, all I have is their attention.
You're fired.
What?
What makes this threat so funny is how exaggerated Krubbs shouts it out, and just the fact that he rarely ever means it. Seriously, if he actually followed through with his bluff, Gordie would have been laid off ages ago. Nevertheless, the students and faculty know that it's better to stay on Krubbs' good side, just in case he ever is serious.
Krubbs made it clear, no one interviews or you're fired!
Number 9, Gordys Laziness. Almost every day, we see Gordie the janitor doing anything he can to avoid doing any actual janitorial work, sleeping during the day, hiding from Krubbs, and putting in as little effort to clean as possible.
You see, this way I don't get overbooked, and I have more Gordie time.
Whenever there's a big mess that needs cleaning, Gordie's go-to response is usually that he'll let the night guy take care of it. That poor night guy is working so much overtime.
Are you healthy? This flu is nasty. Kids are throwing up like crazy.
Shouldn't you be cleaning it up?
I'll let the night guy get it.
Yet despite his laziness, there's a reason Gordie still has a job at Polk. He looks out for the students, especially our main trio, and knows that their well-being is more important than a few spills.
Gordie may be the worst cleaner ever. No, is the worst cleaner ever. But he knows it's the kids who come first. And that's what being a school janitor is about.
So don't expect him to clean up his act or the school anytime soon.
But no stress, and you could end up like Gordie!
Number 8, Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln was elected president in 1860.
After using one of Cookie's inventions for too long in season 1, Ned starts having recurring hallucinations of Abraham Lincoln throughout the rest of the series.
Don't listen to that traitor.
President Lincoln?
Call me Abe. Honest Abe. As in, never cheated. Abe.
Every now and then, whenever Ned is stumped with a problem or needs a guiding light, Honest Abe will show up in some form or another to steer Ned in the right direction. Also now and again, Benedict Arnold, famous historical traitor, will pop up to antagonize Mr. Lincoln and try to steer Ned down the wrong path.
Don't do it, Ned. Honesty and integrity are the very foundation of our society.
Blah, 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 blah.
Not only is it funny watching Lincoln and Arnold's back and forth, but they also make the perfect shoulder angel and devil for our young protagonist. Thankfully, he's always in favor of Honest Abe's guidance.
Everything I ever learned, I read from books in the library.
What are you doing here?
I don't know. I think because you got hit on the head or something.
Number 7, Mose and Ned hints.
Class couple. Ned Bigby and Jennifer Mosley? What?
Deep down, a lot of people saw this coming. Ned and Mose have been best friends for years, and yet every now and then, there have been a few subtle hints that there's something more between them. At first, it's mostly just rumors and teasing since both of their hearts laid elsewhere.
You just described Mose.
What?
Very funny. I've known her forever. We're just friends. And I'll know my perfect girl when I see her.
Hey guys.
However, as the series progresses, it becomes a bit more obvious that they both secretly harbor feelings for each other, but neither wants to admit it. Young love, especially for middle school students, is a confusing thing. But in the end, the hints actually pay off when the two finally come together in the series finale with one cathartic kiss.
I'm ready if you are.
Bring it on.
Number 6, Claire Sawyer, future lawyer. Meet Claire Sawyer, future lawyer, the student's go-to attorney.
I represent Seth Powers. Seth claims irreconcilable differences in your project partnership and is seeking a divorce.
Whenever she meets with a potential client, she always hands them a business card and states her name and occupation, even if they've known her since pre-K.
Jennifer Ann Mosley, Claire Sawyer, future lawyer.
Claire, I've known you since pre-K.
If her fellow students need a consultant or any legal advice, she's usually the one they call upon, though sometimes she'll show up even if they don't really need her, or at least they don't think they do.
Although my client did in fact make one extra credit project for 4 subjects, there is no Polk rule that says that one project cannot fulfill requirements in more than one class. So you must grade Ned on the merits of his work.
Regardless of her unpredictable timing, they can't deny that Claire has the know-how to strike a deal, or get them out of any legal jam, so it's a safe bet that she's got a successful career ahead of her.
I've prepared a contract spelling out terms for a locker exchange.
Still fine!
You'll switch lockers with me?
Number 5. Poor Coconut Head.
I didn't make it.
Oh, it's okay. You can cry.
Unfortunately, every great comedy has to have at least one butt monkey. For Ned's Declassified, it's usually Coconut Head. Along with his embarrassing haircut, this poor kid has some of the worst luck in the show. He gets tossed around by bullies, something frequently scares him or makes him cry. He often gets hurt by accident, and to top it all off, no one seems to know his real name.
Do you like the crew?
What can I say? I like tough girls.
But they've been beating you up all day.
Hey, when you're me, you'll take any attention you can get.
And yet, through it all, Coconut Head still tries to maintain a positive attitude, because he knows that something good is bound to happen. And in some rare cases, like dealing with bullies, he doesn't mind the attention.
Chocolate just fell from the sky! And it has a golden chicken in it! I'm on the Flat Street Soup Entertainment System!
Number 4. Timmy TootToot. There's a silent but deadly force within Polk Middle School, and his name is Timmy TootToot. Whenever he utters his catchphrase toot toot, he unleashes a devastating fart, the impact of the stench repelling any poor soul caught in its path.
Whatever you do, don't.
Most kids would be embarrassed by such a disgusting habit, but Timmy sees it as a superpower. He doesn't have to wait in lines, he sits where he wants, and he can knock out his enemies with one blast.
Hold that toot. This is an emergency. Go, Timmy. Go to the bathroom and take your time.
He's also very protective of his title as the Master Blaster and won't let anyone steal his thunder, which is a relief since we're not sure Polk can handle 2 Timmy TootToots.
You're trying to steal my thunder.
It was an accident. It will never happen again.
That's right, because this is my house. There's only one Master Blaster. Toot toot!
Number 3. You kids have hall passes? Every now and then, if kids are seen outside of class in the hallways, a random teacher will stroll by and ask, "Do you kids have hall passes?" And miraculously, they always do.
Do you guys have hall passes? Okay, great.
What makes this running gag funny is that students could be engaged in some risque activities such as a hostage negotiation or even a brawl, and the teachers don't seem to notice or care as long as they have their passes.
Quit the sweet buddy-buddy talk and save it for the hospital.
Hey, do you kids have hall passes? Okay, great.
It's a funny way to lampshade the classic "shouldn't you be in school" trope that shows that as long as you have your permits, you can get away with pretty much anything.
Hey, do you have hall passes?
Your new hair's weird!
Number 2. The girls' bathroom. Face it, we've all done some embarrassing things when we were kids, but Ned's blunder takes the cake.
I was 5! It was kindergarten!
When he was 5 years old, Ned mistakenly ran into the girls' bathroom, and he instantly became a laughingstock, especially from bullies.
Maybe use the girls' room.
Unfortunately, his mistake ends up haunting him for many years, and he somehow ends up back in the girls' bathroom again and again. It's frustrating and humiliating, but if Ned never slipped up, he never would have started the guidebook to helping other students survive middle school.
Eyes watering, you could barely see, and you ran into the girls' bathroom. Thus, the school survival guide was born!
In a way, it was a blessing in disguise, but if only Ned would learn to not keep making the same mistake again.
How many times did you get stuck in the girls' room? Once. Twice. Just twice!
Before we unveil our most hilarious number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Perfect.
Yes! Freedom!
Susie. You like movies, right? Ned likes movies too. Anyways, I was wondering if you're interested to see a movie or a flick with, hey, flick is a funny word. I mean, why would anyone want to see a flick? I mean, your flick a book who wants to see that unless you're into that stuff. And I mean, I knew I was back in the second.
She's right.
Did he just say something? He never says something.
Volunteers are heroes. They sacrifice their time for the betterment of others and ask for nothing in return. It's because of them the world shines bright, even on its darkest days.
So, Simone, how do you like it here so far?
Well, everyone seems nice, but I miss my boyfriend. He's this really hot computer whiz. They ought to come by.
I wasn't sewing that. Oh, whoa. Where am I? This is weird, man.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Gordie versus the Weasel.
Is that a weasel?
Weasel! Stand back! Weasel! Whoa!
For years, a wild weasel has been on the loose in Polk Middle School, and Gordie has made it his life's mission to catch it once and for all. Unfortunately, the weasel is way too cunning and slick to be caught, and even if Gordie gets close, his conscience usually makes him let the slippery critter go.
Weasel, free yourself! Run! Run! Go that way!
While it's frustrating for Gordie, it's hysterical for us. Watching him constantly try and fail to catch his furry foe is like something straight out of Looney Tunes, with enough slapstick and harebrained scheme to keep us chuckling.
Man, I hate that weasel.
Thankfully, the longest-lasting conflict in the series comes to a satisfying conclusion in the finale, in a way that nobody sees coming.
It's a girl, Weasel. Who knew?
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.